Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing... Oh, I guess I'll have to update after this draft. We're doing a best of one Zendikar Rising draft. The rare is Aura, Skyclave Hierophant. Strong cleric card, but... okay, that's fine. We're going to take the Royal Eruption, though. It's the safest pick here, and this is an unforgiving format of kind of, in terms of drafting. And playing, actually. This has just been a really, really challenging format for me. Overall. Like, I've definitely had some success, but I've had some huge failures, too. So, very, very challenging format. Overall, I'd grade this. I was talking to my friends, and initially I gave it a grade of about, like, 6.5. It's fun, but I don't know. Overall, I think it's kind of a nothing special format. Which is weird, since it's got such like innovative design in it and everything. But we'll take the safe pick here before I digress too much. We're going to take the Royal Eruption over Emiria Captain, Aura, a bunch of other stuff. See what else is in red. So immediately past a pack that really doesn't have that much red. Or at least nothing worth a follow-up pick. Strongest card might be the Bala Ged Recovery, just a spell land that gets back anything from your graveyard. There's also Shadow Cat, which is more for the Golgari counter deck. I probably want to take something that maybe still could be played with the Royal Eruption, which might be the Bala Ged Recovery. Otherwise, Bubble Snare, maybe more for a Wizards deck. Could just take the removal spell. Or the recovery. I tend to think that a Gruul landfall deck would be much easier to draft than a Wizards deck, so I think we'll go with the recovery follow-up. Alright, so now in red we have Synchronized Spellcraft, and in green we have Adventure Awaits and Arbor Mage. None of those cards are worth taking here. Could take a Bubble Snare now. It's also Cunning Geyser Mage. I mean, I could take the Arbor Mage. It's not really... It's okay. It can win games. Bubble Snare might be better. Especially if Wizards are open. I mean, there's also, yeah, like I said, the Geyser Mage is actually a wizard. No landfall cards that are in these colors. So it's Bubble Snare versus Arbor Mage. Probably go with the Bubble Snare, I guess. Alright, so take a Geyser Mage now, but there's Molten Blast in red, so now it's maybe looking more like maybe a kicker deck. In which case I can take the Gnarlid Colony or the Geyser Mage. I almost think I like the Gnarlid Colony more. It's cheaper on both sides. If I take the Geyser Mage, though, it leaves me more open to a Wizards plan and still keeps me in a kicker plan. That's true. Plus green tends to be more open. So Geyser Mage versus Gnarlid Colony. I guess we'll go Geyser Mage. I think it's actually slightly weaker than Gnarlid Colony, but like I said, it leaves me more open to potentially playing Wizards. Like now we could take a Tazim Royal Mage, which can get back a Royal Eruption. There are some actual red cards in here. Plenty of blue. And another chance to take a Gnarlid Colony too. But I'm feeling blue. I feel like blue is more open. And this has kicker. So this leaves us still open to kicker or Wizards. So I think we'll go Royal Mage over the spell land here. So we're not even sure if we're red yet. Still figuring that out. So now there is a Fissure Wizard, which could move us deeper into a Wizard plan. Or we can take the Jwari Disruption. I actually kind of like Jwari Disruption. I mean, obviously there's times where it's just a tap land, but there's also times where it counters 4 and 5 mana spells. And considering it's just a spell, it's actually kind of useful. I'm going to take it. So Electromancer could be what we need to go into the Wizard deck here. Otherwise, there is a bunch of white in this pack. But for now, I think I'd take the Electromancer. It's actually probably not that great in a Wizards deck. And Wizards, it's not like it's worth playing Wizards unless you have actual, reasons to do so, like the Relic Amulet or Well, Expedition Diviner, I suppose, is a reason to keep going down the path. All right, we'll take the Diviner for now. Still some white cards in here. Relic Golem for, and some green cards too. But we'll take the Diviner for now. So, bit of a miss here. Now there's just a bunch of white. Might be blue-white we're supposed to be in which case I could take the Adept. Or I could take the Practice Tactics, since the blue-white deck is primarily a party deck. But I think I'll take the Adept if I'm gonna have to play white. There's Protector or Living Tempest. Tempest evades. Scorchrider is red. Late Shadow Cat. I think we just cut blue, because we're for sure blue. So now there's some more green. This actually makes Kicker cheaper. I'm okay doing it because of that, especially given that we have quite a few Kicker spells. There's nothing we're giving up for it, really, so okay. So I think we just cut blue still. Otherwise, I could take a Stomper. But we're for sure in blue, so I'm going to take the... I need to at least be in one color after pack 1. And we're still in the process of figuring out our second color. Alright, Chilling Trap is actually a good reason to continue down a Wizard's path. And we got it late, which is kind of nice. So currently our only 2 Wizard synergy cards are Chilling Trap and Expedition Diviner. To be honest, it's not a great reason to be in Wizards, but we'll see if we can find some more. Alright, I could take another Diviner. I mean... 4 mana, 3/2 flyers that draw a card when they die. In our deck, that's what it's going to be almost all the time. It's probably worth it. It's not an exciting first pick, but there's really just no other card in here that's an exciting direction to go into. Unless I'm for sure going into white, because white was kind of open. Red definitely did not seem open. But I'm still going to take the Diviner here. We might just have to supplement, or just win off a Ruin Crab, because it's a dirty card. Yeah, we just take Ruin Crab here because it just wins games. The really dirty thing about Ruin Crab is it wins games early or late. Like, you draw it on turn 12, and all of your... they're 12 cards into their deck anyway, so they're still super close to dying from it. So yeah, we're taking Ruin Crab here over a Diviner. That's fine. It also blocks. Alright, Royal Chaser, but I don't think we... probably wheel it anyway. Probably just take a Thundering Rebuke over the Spikefield Hazard. This deals with most things. Royal Chaser currently, I guess, does make our Royal Eruption kick cheaper. That's kind of nice. But we're definitely taking a Rebuke here. No problems there. Another Rebuke? That's a gift. Otherwise, Royal Mage, but no, we'll take another Rebuke. Maybe if we're lucky, we get Royal Mage back. Alright, so I think I'm ready to pull the trigger on this deck, which is good. Another Electromancer, but I think the Royal Mage, especially with double Thundering Rebuke and Royal Eruptions, looking better. Soaring Thought Thief's pretty good. So Shatter Skull Minotaur, or we just take Chilling Trap. Honestly, in this deck, Chilling Trap is pretty excellent. This deck really wants a Relic Amulet. I think if Relic Amulet pops up in this deck, we're in amazing shape. So now we can just easily take a Fissure Wizard. Make this work. Actually, Seafloor Stalker is fine here. It's a win condition, and it's going to cost 3 to make unblockable and pump. I mean, it can also block randomly. Yeah, it's going to be fine. Take a Duelist. I mean, I suppose it's on color. Otherwise, I take a Sneaking Guide, which does make most things unblockable in this deck. Why would I want a Duelist? Well, it's kind of a cool combat trick. Kind of supplements Mill Plan with Ruin Crab. You have to pay 2 to make unblockable with Sneaking Guide, which is kind of crazy to me, that it doesn't just tap and make unblockable, but that's okay. We'll take the worst card here, which is probably Oblivion's Hunger, and let everybody else have whatever's left. Alright, we'll take the red card. I could see maybe Tormenting Voice, but Lagac could win some games too. We don't have a ton of reasons to play Tormenting Voice besides the 2 Rolling Mages. I guess we can take a Lagac, because we might need some actual fat in this deck. So the main issue with this deck right now is it doesn't have a lot of good reasons to play Wizards. There we go, Channeler. Immediately open a Channeler. Umara Mystic in here too, but Channeler is too nuts, I think, to pass. Alright, that's fine. Disabling matches. It'd be nice to get the Mystic here too, but I think Channeler, the rare, is better. It's unfortunate that both are in this pack, because I want both really badly, or the Into the Royal. But that's alright. That's okay. So we can take an Ardent Electromancer, Zendikar, and there is like a Shatterskull Minotaur, which I guess could be a big finisher in this deck. I mean, we don't really have much going on in the late game plan. I'm okay taking the Minotaur here. We probably wield the Electromancer anyway. Removal-wise, we probably don't need the Spellcraft. I don't know. I think Minotaur is actually a good way to possibly win. 5/4 Haster, that probably costs between 4 and 5 mana most of the time, is pretty good, actually. Well, Lull Mage's Domination is a really strong card, especially when you have double Tazim Royal Mage, so I like that. It's also Buying Veil, which would be good. And even Cleric of Chill Depths with some of our party synergies would be good, but we'll take the Domination for now. Glacial Grasp, Molten Blast. Can take the Cleric. If I take Cleric, we can start to get out of some of our weaker top-end creatures, but this is a pretty weak low-end creature, to be honest. There's nothing else in here I really care about, though, so I guess we can take it. Makes our Minotaur cheaper. Another Stalker would be good, or we can take the third Diviner. I mean, we have enough Wizards where Diviner is probably pretty good. I almost wonder if Stalker's better. I like that you don't have to pay to make this evasive. And it draws a card if they kill it. We'll take the Diviner. Synergizes well with itself. Immediately rewarded with a Stalker anyway. So now we want to cut at this point, we want to cut non-class stuff like Tempest, Lagac. I think we can, even though Scorch Rider has a class, I'm kind of fine cutting it just because it's a weaker card. Yeah, actually Cascade Seer looks fine. We could take the Sneaking Guide too. It's just a cheap creature. Yeah, it's not bad actually. I don't know. It might be bad. Take Spell Shield. We don't have a lot of stuff I need to protect, though. Can consider it. Infiltrator is amazing, so definitely taking that. And you can even... Sneaking Guide even has synergy with it. Yeah, Sure-Footed Infiltrator actually just wins games. Splash for the Blood Priest? Probably not, but it's not like there's anything else in that pack. Negate... Yeah, we got the Anti-Kite Machine anyway. I don't know if we want to play it. We actually have a lot of creatures, which is nice. Seagate Colossus, another big finisher like the Minotaur. I'll consider it. I think I don't know how good our class diversity is, but it might be good enough where I can rock those. So we can cut 4 creatures pretty easily. Can probably cut a Spell Shield, though, too. Maybe we don't need the Sneaking Guide. We have 2 Duelists instead. Sneaking Guide's pretty mediocre. I don't know if we need the Cleric. It is our only Cleric, though. Makes these cheaper. Might be worth it. We have some Evasion, too, so it can buy some time. Let's get rid of the Anti-Cognition. So we need to make 3 cuts if we want to play 17 lands. I probably want to play 17 lands. What are the weakest creatures in our deck? Probably the Cleric, even though it's a Cleric. And I'm debating whether we want both of these. I'm kind of thinking we can cut the Colossus and just run the Minotaur. I think the hastiness is better. I'm not sure, though. It is double red, and we need triple blue. I could do the Colossus instead. It's also cheaper, though. Yeah, that's true. And the haste is huge. Alright, one more cut and we can call it a deck. It's probably a creature. I still can cut a duelist. Duelists outside of rogues are pretty mediocre. Basically, it's just making our Minotaur cheaper. Alright, I can cut one of those. Doesn't even help the Stalker plan. I wonder if I just want to play a Rider instead. Guess we already have four drops. Not that it matters that much, but duelists can sometimes do cool stuff, I guess. Kind of helps the Rune Crab plan. Alright, I'm satisfied actually. This is fine. So, much more blue than red needed, but we do need double red. But we need triple blue, so... And we already have a Jwari Disruption, which we can count as a land. So really we're running, I guess, 18 lands. We could probably get away with 17 lands. So I could run one more spell. So I could run the Duelist, or I can just run... I can run a Scorch Rider. It's just another beater. What else does it do? I guess it synergizes with Stalker. Alright. Because otherwise I was going to say, do I want to just run like a Living Tempest? But no, I think with the double Stalker, we probably want some class cards in here. Alright. So yeah, we can get away with 17 lands, I think. And then 16 and 8. And we need triple blue, like I said. We need blue for that too. So we definitely want more blue. But we need red early too. Do I just do 9-8? Or can I get away with 10-7? We probably need to do 9-8. I don't love doing 9-8, but I think it's the prudent thing to do here. Alright, here you have it. Is it Wizards with a couple party synergy cards? We'll see you round 1. Alright, we can keep this in game 1. No red mana, but we can keep this. Well, there's our red mana. We're ready to drop a Royal Mage. Get a little beat stick going. Sure. So now we can leave up Jwari Disruption, which seems good. I think we actually Duelist. And then we can double block, which isn't bad actually. Worked pretty well. I love seeing Duelists do something. Also love seeing Jwari Disruption do something. Nothing makes me happier. Yeah, we can probably wait on the Royal Mage since we're a mana away from getting our Rebuke back. A lot of Canopy Bailouts in there. Another Diviner is, of course, good. I think we'll just play it now. Kind of okay with my Duelist dying, I think. I feel like the Duelist already did its job, so if they want to eat it so I can deal more damage, I'm okay with that. Stalker's a good draw. Let's get in for 6. And play a Stalker. And pass. Alright. We'll draw. Alright, sweet. Let's see for game 2. Alright, a little bit slow, but it's hard to mull a hand that's got 2 pretty good removal spells in it. I think this Royal Mage is likely getting played. I mean, I guess we can hold up on the Royal Mage now in case we just keep ripping lands. Because that way I can maybe go Diviner into Shatter. Because it's not like Royal Mage into Diviner into Minotaur is any quicker. Scorch Rider's not bad. I think we'll just rebuke that. It's okay to cast these because we have the Royal Mage, I suppose. Oh, that was a timely land. So I think we're actually going to do the Scorch Rider here. This way, if they have removal, I can still play my Diviner into Diviner. Well, that's good. Now we're actually close to getting Royal Mage online here. So, say my opponent mind drains me. I was going to say, I don't know what I would get rid of. Best use of mana is the Royal Mage, but I think we just gotta go for the Minotaur here. Yeah. Blood freeze. Oh, Ruin Crab, huh? Well, let's cast another Diviner. Oh, that's cool. You can get to draw. Sure. So I guess we can go crab, land, pass. And then we can do the Royal Mage. So even if we draw land, we can Royal Mage getting back the probably the Royal Eruption at this point. I don't really need to snare that. I'm going to play the Royal Mage though in case they have some shenanigans. Really no need to do Bubble Snare yet. I mean, this we're not in a good position against Mind Drain, but it's okay. Alright, so we'll draw. Dry Disruption. Not quite as useful now as it turns out. So we can start milling them out though. One card left in their hand. Do I want to Royal Eruption them? Not really. Guess we just wait. Well, I do love seeing Dry Disruption do something. One of my favorite things. Ooh, Channeler. You don't say. That's cool. So, Yeah, we probably just... Even though technically the rune crab's good, I think we'd rather have the diviner here. Makes more sense. You know, if we're having rune crab them like 3 times, we're actually kind of far behind on the well, we got the, I guess we can loot first. Why not? Rebuke. That's good. So, tap this fella. And get in with the diviner. And I guess free rebuke, we might as well do the... I don't know, Skulker. I'm trying to think of the one I want least to get back from the graveyard, and it's probably the Skulker. So I can Royal Eruption them next turn, and then my Magmatic Channeler is actually a beater. That's pretty good, too. So I want to do something else instead. No. So let's say I attack with all 3. They can block the Royal Mage, and then I guess they would have to chump the Channeler. I'm okay with this. They can eat the Royal Mage, and then they have to chump the Channeler. Yeah, that works for me. Alright, sweet. We'll see for the next one. Yeah, this is a keep. It's actually, I mean, we need to rip lands, but if we do rip lands, this hand's really good. Nice. Alright. So, Royal Mage into Stalker into Infiltrator. Maybe Scorch Rider if we need to race. There's a decent chance. Side down. Alright. Channeler is good too. Let's do the... Guess we just attack and then play a Stalker. Alright, that's a good draw too, actually. So, gives us an actual chance to race here. So, kill that. Play this. For 2. Alright, so we can... guess we can discard... maybe the Infiltrator actually here seems the least good, believe it or not. Because if I rip a land... Chilling Trap's good too, but I want the land. So then I can go... land... rebuke this... get in for 2... and play a Stalker. So, I can discard the land. Maybe find a removal spell. Doesn't matter if I don't, though. So we'll take the Royal Mage and we'll play that or that. So they're at 3, huh? I think that means they die to my Stalker, which is pretty good news. Unless their last card's like a Basswood Fortification or something. Sweet. See you for the next one. Alright, this one, I suppose we should probably mulligan. We have a triple blue. We have all blue with just red, and I'd love to keep it, though, because Rune Crab's awesome. But we're not even a dedicated mill plan. And look, we got the Rune Crab anyway, so we're good. We probably cut... do we actually cut the Rune Crab? That can't be right. Do I cut the Diviner? Maybe cut the Electromancer, which I don't love, because we can't even play the Diviner yet, but... it just seems like Electromancer's kind of just a random 3-2, whereas our Diviner is at least like a good 3-2. I don't know. I mean, I suppose the Electromancer would have made the Minotaur cheaper earlier, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. Oh, Channeler's a good draw here. I mean, I guess Channeler's going to let us play a land every turn for Ruin Crab. Are we just going for that plan now? I don't know. Diviner. Alright, well, you can play at that, mister. Bubble Snare helps too, actually. I think my Diviner's better than theirs. Because mine actually draws a card. Maybe theirs does too, actually, but that's okay. No biggie. So we still need to play quite a few more lands before we actually kill them. Could have ditched one of these cards if I missed my land drop, which I think I did. I'm not sure that matters though. We'll see. I mean, you don't have to use Channeler. That's the nice thing. Alright. I suppose if they take out our Diviner, they're actually taking out Ruin Crab. That's interesting. Alright. I mean, I'm okay with that. We're not a dedicated mill plan anyway, so alright, let's do the Shatterskull Minotaur. Actually not as good as one might think. We can attack with Diviner here though. I think we're gonna drop the Scorch Rider actually. Oh, I can. No, I can't kick it. Okay, this is fine. So now Minotaur costs 4. If they attack with their Diviner, I can Bubble Snare it and cast the Minotaur, which is pretty nice. Glad to see the attack there, actually. Let's see what their big threat is. Alright, well, they definitely have something. We'll have to figure out what it is. Dry Disruption's pretty sweet. I don't quite have the mana to do everything here, so we'll have to just try and cast this. It's kind of just a dedicated party deck, huh? I'm okay with that. So we'll Bubble Snare the Diviner, and just play this as well. Gives us more. Could have discarded it to Channeler the next turn, I guess. But if we draw more lands, now I can do that. So it's probably okay. I guess discarding that next turn would have put a instant or sorcery in my graveyard, but we're kind of far away from it, so I don't know if it matters. Did not attack there. Well, and we can lull Mage's Domination. That's cool. Well, I think we're doing that. I think probably don't want to attack with the Channeler in case they have practice tactics, although if they have practice tactics, they're probably doing it on the Diviner anyway. Outrider for days! So, we'll discard this now. What did we get? Royal Eruption, that's pretty sweet. So, alright, sweet. See you for the next one. Alright, it's a keep. Royal Mage and Stalker into possibly Shatterskull Minotaur on turn 4. It's a good beat. Good little beater. Alright. Guess we play the Geyser Mage. But we can attack with the Stalker first. If we're not playing lands, might as well get some more stuff on the board. Alright, so fourth land, I think we'll just slam this. Still costs 4 mana, that's kind of nice. If we rip another land, we can even play the Minotaur, attack with it, and we have Chilling Trap plus card draw. So our Minotaur probably survives. So we can Thundering Rebuke that, but yeah, we just dropped the Minotaur. Sure. So I guess we chill. Alright, so we can go Channeler plus Rebuke here. Kind of want to rebuke the Stalker, because that thing's going to become a threat at some point, so I think it's okay to do it. Alright, they got us. I suppose I can attack here, actually. Mostly because we have the Chilling Trap, I think. It's a very odd choice. I mean, I guess, yeah, we still have the Chilling Trap. We can draw a card off of it, so that's good. I don't know why they traded their Stalker, though. It's kind of odd. So they can get back into the Royal, is my guess. There's land number 5. We'll just smash here. We can Chilling Trap this. We're still going to draw. They can into the Royal and not draw from our Shatterskull Minotaur. I'm still okay with that. Or just let their guys die. Yeah, I was going to say. So they don't get to draw. I'm fine with that. Seems like good value to me. And then we can drop a Scorch Rider or a Stalker. If I drop the this or this makes this cheaper. And if I do Stalker, I would have Rogue Wizard Warrior, which would make this. Yeah, you know what? I think this is not the best use of mana, but I think the wisest choice, because then if we rip a land, we can actually make Stalker unblockable too, which is nice. So now we can go Minotaur, Stalker unblockable. And get in with these two. So now we have to pay more for our Stalker, but I'm okay with that too. Still need a third blue mana, I suppose. Falconer. I'd like to steal that. Do they have 8 cards? And they have 8 cards in their graveyard. Such a fortunate guy. So I guess we'll ditch the... We're ditching Electromancer? Yeah, I guess so. Otherwise I'm ditching Scorch Rider, but Scorch Rider's like a better body, so I don't like that. Alright, so Domination for 5. I'll take that. Then we can Tazim Royal Mage to give back. Royal Mage's Domination if I want. Try Disruption. 3. That's kind of cool, actually. So wait, what happens if I full control, kick this, and then I was going to say cast Dry Disruption, but I can't actually do that. So it's not a big deal. We'd get a card out of our graveyard anyway, so I think it makes more sense to just do this. I can pump this just twice. So I think we'll just kick this. Sure, another Stalker couldn't hurt. Get back the Domination. Play the Disruption. Pass. Alright. We'll see you for the next one. Alright, we've got a good keep here. Currently, don't even have anything I want to discard to for the Fissure Wizard. Like, even if... I don't know if there's a single card I'd want to discard right now. Yeah, I think we got a Goblin Piker. He's also a wizard. Alright. So I can offer the trade. And if they offer it, I'll do the Chilling Trap. It's good value for us. We get a 2-for-1. Interesting. I think we just take our free card. Feels good. Guess they could Mind Drain us, which would be pretty good for them right now. I don't know what I'd keep. Probably a Diviner, I suppose, would make the most sense. Jeez, if their best play is is that, I'm feeling pretty good. Could have just attacked with the Stalker. That would have left our wizard more value for this diviner, but I guess we sandbag now in case they do have Mind Drain. Man, they could have gotten us so good if they... Well, now we play it. They could have gotten us so good if they waited until end of turn to do that. So I can make this unblockable twice. Let's do that. Now they're dead to either of our creatures, and we have a Thundering Rebuke. Well, that's good news. Ooh, crap. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, well, we got a keep here. Looks good to me. Do I play the Fissure Wizard first? I don't know if I want to discard anything from this hand again. But I don't want the Channeler to die. I think I'll actually do the Wizard not discarding anything. How weird is that? Only because I'd rather offer it as a trade and have Channeler do something more later. I'll probably kill that. I don't see why not. Lets me get damage in and take the 3/3 off the board. I can't imagine that's bad. We also have a Azim Royal Mage in hand, which makes it slightly better too. Alright, Light Priest, quite good. Guess we jam the Diviner. Next turn we can play the Shatter Skull Minotaur, which is pretty nice. I could have attacked there. They probably wouldn't have blocked. If they attack, am I going to trade with the Fissure Wizard or my Diviner? Doesn't look like they're attacking now. But what am I stealing too? I guess the Celebrant is probably better to steal. I still have to wait a turn on that, but that's okay. See if they have practice tactics, maybe. They could also have Subtle Strike, in which case I kill the Blight Priest. If they have Subtle Strike and I put the core Celebrant first, I can't kill their guy. But I'd much rather kill the Celebrant, but if they have Subtle Strike, which they have mana for, and it seems like they have, it makes more sense to kill the Blight Priest. Now they can pump their... I guess that works too. But I think the good news for us believe it or not, is that now we can at least domination the Celebrant and be happier. And then I can play Royal Mage, getting domination back, which is pretty good. I wish I hadn't attacked with the Celebrant. That makes this quite a bit worse. The fact that they have Crawling Barons too is pretty strong. So we'll take the Celebrant. And I think we'll just pass here. We're a little bit behind now. I wonder if I needed to attack with the Diviner. Or no, but then if they have removal, they get in for 9. That's pretty good. So, I can do the Royal Mage to steal something. Unfortunately, can't steal their Crawling Barons unless I could cast it at instant speed. We're playing another wizard next turn, so I'll make this trade. They could have the kill spell for the Diviner now, but that's alright. Shepherd of Heroes. Okay. So, I don't want to bounce the Shepherd. No, I think we just do the Royal Mage and get the domination back. How many cards I got in the yard? Just 3? Alright. So, we definitely want to get a land so I can steal the Shepherd, because then I can bounce my own. It's such a long setup, but it feels kind of good to me, actually. I like it. I don't want to take 8. Unfortunately, 5 is kind of the magic number, because I can't even double block with. I can double block with the Celebrant and the Diviner. Actually, maybe that's better. Alright. Yeah, that's actually okay. So we didn't get the land. Should have helped quite a bit there. So I can domination the Blight Priest, but I may want to just domination the Outrider, I guess. How many cards I got in the yard? 5? Alright, I'm going to steal this, and then I can Cunning Geyser Mage my own Royal Mage. It's such a long, drawn-out process, though. I'm not sure it's worth it. Like, I'm wondering if I'm better off just trying to smash them down at this point. We don't have too many turns left here. So with 8 mana I can play Channeler plus. It's pretty good. So let's... I think just get in with the Outrider. Let's see. Can get in with Outrider and Diviner. Play Geyser Mage, bouncing Blight Priest. Yeah, unfortunately I think the... Yeah, I think there's too much setup otherwise. Now I'll do Geyser Mage, bouncing my own Royal Mage, I guess. And I guess we'll play a Channeler too. Well, I think we got to attack here and hope to find a creature. Oh, we made it interesting. Alright, we'll see for the next one. Alright, we got a nice keep here. Turn 2 Channeler to help us find more lands if we need them. If we're missing a land drop. Maybe discard the... I don't know what we would discard, to be honest. Thankfully, I don't have to think about it. Do I just jam a Tazim Royal Mage as a beater, or do I wait until 6 mana? I don't know, actually. I probably just jam it. Alright. We'll rebuke that little bad boy. That was a good draw, too. I want to play the Infiltrator. I think we do. We miss out on some damage here and a little bit of tempo, but with double Chilling Trap and Thundering Rebuke, I think it's worth it. They can Mind Drain us, I guess. I'd keep Thundering Rebuke. Alright, Farsight Adept is fine, I guess. Oh. I guess that makes it easier. Definitely taking that. Actually, I guess we block here. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So rebuke that. Bash team. Letting us draw too, which is cool. So now we can go Electromancer. And I guess we just snare this little fella. Sure. So, still need another rogue here. I think we'll discard the wizard, actually. Scorch Rider, not bad, especially kicked. Let's kick that. Yeah, 4 here. So they still have the Crawling Barons. Maybe another one? That makes sense. Alright, so dump the land. Take a Ruined Crab, I guess. Smash with team. And we'll shuttle trap this to draw again. Stalker's good. Play a Stalker. And at least I have a Rogue the Infiltrator now. That's good. I don't exactly want to tap it when I only have to pay 2 mana to make it unblockable. Alright. So we can ditch that. Get the Royal Eruption. Don't quite have the mana to kick it though. So suppose that means oh, it is technically a land. Unfortunately, not the one I needed. Unable to kick, huh? Well, I guess my Channeler's a better beater now. I suppose we just kill this. So I can pump Stalker 3 times currently. If they attack with everything, we have to block with the Diviner. If they don't attack with everything, I'm not going to block, because I feel like we only have like 1 attack left. They can sack their Adept. We definitely blocked the biggest. This is a kind of a crazy attack, though. It's only crazy if they don't have lethal with like a Subtle Strike or something. If they have any pump, I guess, I mean, we're dead. Like Resolute Strike or Subtle Strike. Because then they can just cast that and sack their Adept to the Relic Vial. I see. So then they can sack their Adept and kill us. It's pretty cool. Alright. We'll see for the next one. Alright, it's a keep. And I suppose we can discard a mountain to the Fissure Wizard. Not that I necessarily want to, but we don't really need to keep a 4th land with this hand. Like, it might be better to just find an island, get closer to a Lull Mage's domination. Either way, we're going like Fissure Wizard into Geyser Mage. I guess we do have a few 4-drops I want to play, but I think I value finding those islands a little bit more highly than keeping the third mountain. Alright. Opponent keeps at 6. Dry Disruption's cool, but discard a mountain here. Alright. Sure. So we can attack and play a Geyser Mage. I guess I didn't really want the Ruined Crab anyway. Nighthawk Scavenger. Well, I'm going to have to hope to steal that at some point. But now, get in at the Geyser Mage and drop a Diviner. So next turn, we may have to play the Dry Disruption if we don't draw a island. If we do draw a land, we can an island rather. We can keep up the disruption, which is pretty nice. All right. Didn't get the luxury, so we'll probably just trade with the Seer, which is fine. Then we drop this. Pass. I'm okay making this trade, actually. Mostly because we get to draw off of it. Well, that's good. Let's take that guy. And we even have good Mind Drain protection right now. How nice is that? All right. Well, ended up going 7-2. Pretty awesome. This deck was not impressive, so going 7-2 as it is pretty amazing. Especially given some of the cards we beat, too. I feel like we beat, like, Phylath, we beat a Nighthawk Scavenger, so pretty amazing. I'm glad you could watch. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back for more. We'll see you then.